is Amber with your Twin Flame reading for the month of September. I hope you're all doing really good. Dealing with the energy of the eclipse very well. I did a post-eclipse video. For those of you who are interested, please look for that. But I'm going to get started with this reading. So for the overall energy, I have the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Wands as a clarifier. With this, I see that there is a pause or a rest, dealing with energies and taking a moment to step back or be a passive energy within this relationship. And while you're doing that, you need to know to keep standing strong. But I feel as though with this passive energy, someone's working on something. It's not just taking a break and doing other things. Someone is actually working on themselves, working on bettering themselves for the relationship in the long run. Maybe not directly, but in the long run, most definitely. Okay. So with the masculine's energy, or how he thinks about the feminine, or the masculine thinks about the feminine, you have the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. With the 6 of Cups, this is about reuniting. This is about coming together, finding happiness and joy. If you know your twin flame, soulmate, then this is about you getting back to that energy. If not, this is about you finding that energy. But this is a very raw type of love, very childish type of love, okay? And with this is the clarifier, it's about holding on. So I feel as though the masculine is holding on to the feminine. They haven't went anywhere, is the long story short. Okay, they're just holding on to what they have, trying to hold on to their stability, trying to hold on to what they've made, or maybe going back to what they've made. Okay, so I'm going to skip to the feminine's energy, and that is the 2 of Wands and the King of Wands in reverse. Okay. And the 2 of Wands is about having an idea. Okay. So I feel as though the feminine has the idea or the knowledge that something is starting here. Maybe something has started in the past, and you really just want to continue on that path. But be careful, feminines, about having way too high of an expectation of what's supposed to come out of this. Okay? Being impulsive because you've tasted this beginning that you want it all the time. So just beware of that energy, because it looks like the masculine is working on some things in order to come in or to hold on to the relationship, like building stability. So for those of you who are new, hello. But the next 3 steps on the masculine side is for the next 30 days. Sometime it's broken up into, this is the first week, this is 2 more weeks, and this is the last week. It really doesn't matter the order, but it usually goes in this path from what I've seen. And the same is true on the feminine side. And then I'll work my way towards the middle, which is the relationship as a whole. But I like to start with the energies of each person. So the masculine's first cards are the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is about growth. So I feel as though he's eager to start this relationship. He's eager to start his life, is actually what I'm getting. He's eager to start being independent, being able to provide, being able to be the secure part of this relationship, or self-reliant for the feminine. So that's what I feel like he's working on, or that's his step. This is the energy that has hit him, or the masculine. I keep saying him and her. I'm so sorry if that offends anybody, but it's going to slip out, so I apologize in advance. But this is about the beginning. Having optimism about building the masculine's, his own energy. So next we have the 7 of Cups and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is about still having dreams. He has dreams and aspirations. The problem is that sometimes with these dreams and aspirations, he is really focused on what he needs, or the magic behind how he feels, especially with this Ace of Wands energy. Being stuck behind that magic, okay, leaves him not being clear on the correct decisions to make, okay? And he may do something that feels like he doesn't care about the union, or he doesn't care about the relationship. But really, the masculine does. It's just that he's so clouded by all the things that he has to do, or this little optimism that he has tunnel vision, and he's not focusing on you, or the feminine aspect of the relationship. So it ends with the Sun, which is shy in this deck, and the Emperor, beautiful. This is about enlightenment, warmth, confidence. And this is what the masculine was trying to achieve all together, or in the long run. So it looks like at the end of the month, he does achieve what he's looking for, okay? The warmth, the positivity, the confidence that he needed within himself. And that's what the Emperor brings. Solid foundations, rules, being in control, knowing where he's going, having some sort of security in that, okay? And with that, I'm actually going to skip to this, which I never do. But what he brings, or what the masculine brings into the relationship, or what he's bringing. And this is the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Beautiful. This is about walking back into the reunion. Walking back into what makes him happy. But he's coming in with all of this positivity, all of this independence and security that he's gathered while away. And I don't want to say that he was fully away, but he was just not the same, a little distant, possibly for some of you. But definitely bringing in that happiness, the dream come true that he was trying to build for himself, contentment within himself. So he has something to give to the feminine, okay? Something to provide. I feel like in the past, the feminine was taking more control. But I feel like the masculine wants to show that he's able to bring something as well. And that's what he is going to bring this month, which is beautiful. So on the feminine side, we start with the Lovers and the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So with the Lovers card, it's all about knowing the bond with the Lovers card, okay? Knowing the bond, because it's about decisions. It's about what you choose, how you want to proceed, where you want to go. It's all about choices. And the reason why this comes up is because with this card, it looks like you're off in 2 different directions. You're 2 different people. There's a distance. You don't know what's happening. Everything is just kind of up in the air. And because the masculine has this new passion about himself and focusing on himself, you're lost in where the union begins and ends almost. It was like it was fine and then it ended. What happened? What happened? But it's about you making the decision to keep continuing forward even though you don't know what's happening, okay? So next we have Listen, which is the High Priestess, beautiful, and the Queen of Pentacles, 2 great cards. So this is a reality check for you, okay? Because he's in this illusion, he has a lot of choices and a lot of things going on, and it may feel like he's disregarding the relationship. As I said before, you have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to the things that are being revealed to you and know that this is for something positive. With the Queen of Pentacles, it's about you being supportive, being motherly, being secure within this relationship, and practical about what's happening, okay? Don't get too high into your head or in your thoughts, and stay grounded about what's really going on. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition knows what's best and knows the potential of this relationship, okay? So you end with the Hermit, okay? And on top of that is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Now, I actually really like the Seven of Swords in reverse, because that means that everything is coming out. When it's in the upright, to me, it means to be careful. But when it's in the reverse, it means that everything is being revealed to you. So on his side, the masculine side, this is where he has the enlightenment and is has a foundation, okay, some sort of structure, which is great for him. But all of this is revealed to you, what his plans are, how he wants to continue to proceed within this relationship or with his life. And with the Hermit, you're learning how to deal with that, okay? Learning how to go along, or even if you want to go along with it, okay? Learning where you fit in, how this will work for you. How do you continue? That's what this Hermit card is bringing, okay? What you bring into the relationship is the base chakra and the Three of Swords. So the base chakra is about knowing the stability of this relationship, knowing what it's built upon, knowing what you have. The Three of Swords is separation. Exactly. So knowing what this relationship is built upon during the separation. So it's like you already built something stable, and you have to know that that is real. Okay, you have to know that that is real during this separation, or whatever is happening with the masculine on his side. Okay, while you're going through all of these changes, because I feel like because you don't know exactly what's happening, you are in turn trying to. I just heard a message that for some of you who don't know what's going on, there could come a time where you may contact the masculine, and that's what I was getting with this. And you're saying things like, well, if you don't want me, that's fine, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like not understanding the situation, but just throwing these things at the masculine, and they're not sure where it's coming from, and this is what's leaving them confused. Okay, that's another message that I was getting. All right, so the foundations of the relationship, you have the Strength card and the Five of Swords. Beautiful. The Strength card is about self-confidence, knowing what you have. Let the masculine knows what he has, and the feminine knows what she has, okay, in this relationship. The Five of Swords is about, even though you feel defeated, even though you feel that there's conflict, that you keep going. You keep trying to win at all costs. But it takes strength to do that. It takes confidence, willpower, self-esteem, okay, to do that. And that's what the relationship is built on, knowing where you're coming from, okay? It's not really about, it is about where you're going. But with this sort of relationship, you have to know in your heart where it's coming from, because that's the faith that keeps you moving, all right? So crowning this is the Three of Swords and the Magician in reverse. So the Three of Swords, of course, is about the separation. It's about the differences. I feel like everybody feels like on their side, they're the only one that feels that way. And that's not true. It's important for you to think about the other person, okay? Being expressive, speaking how you feel, saying how you feel, in a positive way. I always want to say that it's important to do stuff in a positive way, because coming out to someone and saying, I really don't like how you disappear. Can you just let me know what's going on with you? And saying, I can't believe you're doing this to me, you're ridiculous, is two different things. And we'll get two different reactions. So that's what I'm going to say about that. With the Magician in the reverse, this is about this energy, this separation energy, this unsure energy that I was speaking about, not using that to do anything negative, which is exactly what I was saying. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. Okay. So overall, I would say for the month of September, I would say you have the Two of Swords and Temperance in reverse. Okay. So this is about standing strong through this pause or break. I feel like there's an imbalance, okay? And everyone's focusing on themselves a little too much. And it's not because you're doing it, I don't think you're even doing it consciously. I think it's just because of feeling pushed away makes you feel defensive and makes you want to stand up for yourself. And that's what's making you feel that imbalance or feeling an excessiveness about, yourself, whoever you are in this relationship. But the Two of Swords is saying to me that to take a break, to not make any rash decisions. This is a time where you need patience. This is going to be a month where you need to be understanding. And again, we come back to the overall energy. During the break, still stand strong and continue to move forward. Okay? This is just an incident. This is not the end. All right? Okay. So I'm going to go to your oracle cards, as I always do. I'm going to do one for the masculine, one for the feminine, one for the overall energy. And I do three. I do the romance angels, the guidance, daily guidance, I believe it's called, because I get rid of the boxes. I don't like clutter. And the daily guidance from the angels, I think, is the other one. But let's see. Spirit. Oop, not all of these. I only put that in there because it flew out before I could even meditate what I was thinking on. But I mean, this is a twin flame reading, so love is inevitable. Okay, let's start with the masculine. Okay. So the romance angel card is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Exactly. So I do feel like the masculine is on a spiritual path for self-confidence. And this isn't about money or career. I mean, it could be if that's what they're focusing on at this time. But it's just about them finding confidence or being confident where they are. Being confident that they can be supportive or secure for the feminine energy. The next card is have confidence. Very interesting. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. So exactly, this is about the masculine gaining confidence. He's doing that in the way that he knows how. So masculine, continue to do that because this is the path that you're on. We all have our own paths as well as the twin flame journey, and this is what they need to do. Children. This may have to do with your children for some of you masculines. Okay, the masculine may be dealing with some children energy. They may also be dealing with something new that needs to be nurtured, and it takes a little bit of their time, so they don't have too much time to spend with the feminine because of this. Doesn't mean that they won't be back, okay? So for the feminine, we'll start with the romance angels. You have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Exactly. Be very open to your masculine at this time, okay? Flirt to me is about lighthearted energy, as it says in the description here, okay? It's about being open, being, I feel like this is a time for you to be meditative and accepting, okay? Law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Exactly. Okay? If you give, as I said earlier, if you give negative energy, you'll receive negative energy. If you give positive energy, you'll receive positive energy. That pretty much sums up that whole card. Listening. Listen to your intuition. Remember when you got this card, feminine? Okay? It's basically the same card as the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your guardian angels, divine energy. They're trying to tell you that everything's okay. Okay? So for the relationship, we have past life relationship. Okay? Of course, this is a past life relationship. And I almost feel like this is divine energy giving you a reminder of what you have. Being supportive of what you have. Knowing that this relationship is something. It does mean something. Don't forget that. Okay? You also had giving and receiving and innocence. Innocence is a card about it being nobody's fault. It's no one's fault. There's no blame to be made here. No guilt or shame to feel. It's just two people following their own paths, okay? And then you'll come together when it's time. Giving and receiving, okay? This is about, I'm trying to find a way to put it into words what I'm feeling. There's a cycle, and I feel like with innocence, you have to give to yourself in order to receive from the relationship, if that makes any sense. If you don't support yourself in your own journey, you won't be on the journey for twin flame because you're first. Your journey is first. The twin flame journey is second. And what I mean by that is if you do not spiritually grow, you won't be able to spiritually move into a twin flame relationship or even understand what's happening there. It takes a level of spiritual awakening to even get that far. And how beautiful. Divine guidance. Exactly. It's all about being divinely guided. Sometimes your journey or how you feel at this present time is not going to follow the flow of the twin flame relationship. But follow your divine guidance. Follow your star, as you can see in the photo on this card. Okay? Find yourself. And then you can love someone else. Remember that old saying that was like, if you don't love yourself, you can't love someone else, or something of that nature? And that's what I'm getting for the theme of this reading. More on the masculine side. The feminine just needs to listen and understand. For the feminine, it's more about understanding and standing strong. Okay? Well, thank you so much for listening to this reading. I love you very much. I'll see you next month. Love and light.